Picture a typical Sunday morning. If you look across the pews, you will see people quietly enduring real crises. There are fracturing marriages, hidden struggles with addiction, and the heavy weight of grief. These are battles fought in total silence. When these families finally realize they need professional counseling, they hit a wall. High out-of-pocket costs put quality help entirely out of reach. They naturally turn to their church leaders. Pastors and lay leaders care deeply and want to help, but they are already stretched far too thin and rarely have specialized clinical training for complex trauma or addiction. Without a clear next step, hurting people slip through the cracks. They pull away and isolate, eventually leaving the church altogether. Or they seek out secular alternatives that offer no biblical foundation. This leaves the church in a vulnerable position. Congregants continue to suffer out of sight, and pastors are left carrying the weight of complex situations without a trusted place to send their people. The Restoring Hope Ministries Care Pathway Partner Program provides the structural bridge out of this trap. Churches choose a partnership tier that matches their capacity, creating a direct line to professional support. In a standard session costing $150, a $100 church subsidy drops the out-of-pocket cost to $50. This model makes care affordable, but the $50 portion is intentional. Maintaining a personal financial stake ensures the individual remains invested in their healing process. This structure bridges the gap, placing professional, scripture-anchored care within realistic reach of the congregant without removing the personal commitment required for a successful outcome. When a crisis hits, church leaders have a functional exit ramp. Pastoral staff can hand off complex, high-stakes situations to a professional referral they already trust. The care provided is anchored entirely in Scripture. RHM counselors apply biblical wisdom to real-world trauma and conflict, providing professional clinical care rather than superficial proof texting. This flowchart illustrates the ethical firewall. A distinct barrier between the counseling session and the church ensures private details are protected. With explicit consent, counselors open a specific line of communication back to the pastoral team, coordinating care and support. This referral system protects the church from complex liabilities while preserving the dignity of the individual, keeping them connected to their community. As families return from counseling with restored marriages and managed grief, the way a congregation views help begins to change. Asking for support becomes a recognized step toward health, rather than a hidden struggle. The pastoral staff also sees a difference. Having a clear, professional care pathway reduces the fatigue that so often drains lay leaders and pastors when they try to manage every crisis alone. These stories are tangible. In one Wisconsin church, a member who struggled silently with addiction for years was referred to RHM. After 14 months of recovery, she now leads the women's recovery group. These visible stories of restoration help a church become a place of real hope, a community where the resources for healing are as present as the problems themselves. The equipping, cornerstone, and legacy tiers focus on internal development. These levels seed expertise directly into the church's own leadership and volunteer teams. This model builds internal strength, providing dedicated pastoral consults, on-site workshops, and sponsored lay counselor training seats. Any unused counseling subsidies automatically roll into a central scholarship fund, ensuring the church's investment continually supports families in need. The partnership provides a concrete answer for the most difficult pastoral moments. It equips the congregation to fulfill the call to carry one another's burdens, with the professional support needed to see those families through to restoration.